Hey guys, how's it going? It's your boy MKS here, back in another video, another one of my football related videos. I hope people out there enjoy it, and as ever I would love to hear your comments, and I hope you're well wherever you are. And yeah, as it's a Monday, I wanted to talk about my dreams for AC Milan as a fan of Italian football. I have this strange sort of thing, as I have to mention, where I support all the Italian teams. I know I'm a bit quirky, but yeah, I was pondering over what video to make because I had a few ideas about Milan, which I wanted to talk about. So I hope AC Milan fans, especially, or fans of Italian football or football generally, will love this video. And as ever, I'd love to hear what you think. Sorry if I'm repeating myself. But yeah, here goes. So I thought it would be pretty cool if Carlo Ancelotti, who's the current manager of Real Madrid, came back to, I don't know if he's, I'm pretty sure he played for AC Milan, but I don't know if he ever managed AC Milan. But I think it'd be pretty cool if he came to AC Milan as the manager, and I think one of the things he could do is talk about what he's learned at Real Madrid and take some of the secrets he's learned at Real Madrid and give them to AC Milan, hopefully help them to become world class again as they used to be and compete with teams like Real Madrid or as many or basically all the teams Real Madrid, which are football royalty really. They're legendary, probably even better than football royalty. But yeah, so I can't imagine him leaving Real Madrid at the moment because he's in the middle of a season, and I suppose it's a project, and they have probably a good chance of retaining their title or winning the Champions League again. But I was wondering if next year, what if AC Milan could lure him away, and also if like AC Milan had billions of pounds worth of investment and they could get Ancelotti if the money was right next season, or let's say if he did achieved all he wanted to with Real Madrid this season, perhaps maybe next season he could come to AC Milan. And I think it'd be great if AC Milan utilised some of their former or all of their former or all the possible former players, people like Ronaldo, Kaká, the old Ronaldo, the Brazilian Ronaldo, Kaká, who's also from Brazil, Ronaldinho, even possibly even players like Seedorf and players like that, all possible former players of the club to sort of coach the youth and be ambassadors for the club as well. And perhaps pass on all their knowledge of football, especially to younger Milanistas, younger players. And generally, I'd love to see as much investment as possible into Italian football, which is one of my guilty pleasures. I know there's so many problems in the world. You could say like football's a first world problem. Perhaps I take it too seriously and too sort of eager for Italian teams to gain investment. But I think also, as I say, with great power comes great responsibility. So I think it would be great if clubs like Milan, AC Milan, and other clubs donated. I think it'd be great if they, reinvested 10% of their money, whatever money they get in terms of investment or whatever the club has, 10% into buying new players, 10% into investing in the youth, and 10% into giving to charity, and then maybe 10% for like marketing, media, branding, creating merch, which they could sell, and things like that. So reinvestment in that way. And then the remaining 60 or 70% could go to shareholders and investors, which hopefully encourage and entice more shareholders and investors. And again, as I've often mentioned, sorry I'm so repetitive, but just to recap some of these ideas, because in case I forget myself or in case people forget or whatever, but or people might not have seen those videos before, I would love for the Italian government, politicians and all those politicians and councillors and all those involved in Italy generally, even opposition parties, to come together and talk about what they will do to benefit Italian football, like offering tax exemptions. I love Italy. One of my mad dreams is to see Italy being like the Swiss of football. In other words, obviously with Switzerland, it's like finances. They keep neutral in wars and things like that, but they keep people's finances, and I'd love for Italy to do the same, but in football. So the money they get, instead of going into the financial system, would go into football specifically, or even if it goes into the financial system, eventually it will go into the football system. And I'd love for Eurasian and other such transcontinental countries, especially Eurasian, Middle Eastern and Mediterranean nations, to be military neutral and support each other's sports teams, especially football teams, in this case AC Milan. So I love for AC Milan to have football fans around the world, but especially in Eurasian and other transcontinental, Mid-Eastern and Mediterranean nations, as well as in like, past Asia and Africa. And I'd also love for them to have like supporters clubs and academies in all possible countries, including for indigenous people like Native Americans and indigenous people from the Americas and things like that. And again, sorry to repeat some of my ideas, but I would love for also for AC Milan to have, excuse me, for AC Milan to have as much investment as possible, even from companies like Apple, Amazon, and possibly it. Again, something else I've mentioned before. I apologise for repeating myself, but if financial fair play was scrapped, I think it'd be pretty cool if AC Milan and other Italian teams as well as Celtic could invest as much money as they can generate. And again, instead of having to deal with financial fair play, instead it would be great if they donated prize money, like if they do manage to win the Champions League by some miracle. I can't imagine doing so this season, but you never know. I suppose stranger things have happened, but it would be pretty cool. But if they did manage to win the Champions League and even the World Club Cup and the Super Cup and things like that, and maybe in the league again, well, it's probably more likely they're going to win the league, but I would love to see them win. As a fan of Italian football generally, I would love to see them win, as well as other Italian teams in Europe and internationally. So if they did win those, though, I think it'd be great if they donated that money that they made to charity. If the club had so many financial backers and investors and shareholders, just like other clubs do, like Man City have had and others, but hopefully they can have more success in Europe and internationally than those clubs have had. That's it. I'm a bit biased as an Italian fan, but as an Italian football fan generally. But I think it would be pretty cool if they donated that money to charity, and hopefully at least what they win in terms of European competitions, maybe not domestically. I suppose there has to be some incentive, I would imagine, for potential shareholders, but they can use it as part of their PR. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this video, and I'm out. Peace and love.